It's Tuesday, May 22nd. I'm Wayne Moore, and this is Castanet's Evening Update. At the top of the news, a heartbreaking end to what should have been the best day of a Vernon woman's life. Sunday was Victoria Emmons' wedding day. She was to be married in Tofino. Everyone was there, including her mother, Ann Wittenberg, who had flown in from Ottawa for the nuptials. Wittenberg and her other daughter went surfing just hours before the wedding, but something went terribly wrong, and she was pulled underwater. Bystanders were able to get her to shore, but couldn't revive her. Victoria went ahead with the wedding anyway, saying that it's what her mother would have wanted. With the flood threat along Kelowna Creeks diminishing, the focus is now shifting to Okanagan Lake. Flood protection measures along Mill Creek are being dismantled and relocated to the lake. Public Information Officer Ed Hensel says the focus is on protecting public infrastructure, but resources are not the same as last year.
Right now we don't have the resources we did last year with the fire crews out fighting fires right now. So we don't have as many sandbags as we did. So we're reusing them, repurposing them, and that said, it's up to the homeowners now to protect their own property because we don't have those crews to help them out with the sandbags either.
While floodwaters in the South Okanagan are receding, the regional district of Okanagan-Similkameen says it's not time to remove flood barriers. Tiger dams, gabion baskets and sandbags installed by the district should be left in place and not tampered with. Bags on private property should also be left until the district or local government advises otherwise. Drop-off points will be announced for sandbags once the time is right. Officials are hoping to rescind some evacuation orders in Osoyoos this week as the water level in Osoyoos Lake continues to drop steadily. The level has been declining for the past 3 days. As of 2 o'clock Tuesday, it was 915.44 feet, that by the U.S. Geological Survey, which is just over a foot below its peak of 2 weeks ago. All Melissa Verleg wants is her life back. The Vernon woman made the emotional plea Tuesday morning after losing access to a drug that makes life bearable. Verleg has cystic fibrosis and says a drug she needs was recently removed from her husband's medical insurance coverage. The cost of the drug, about $250,000 a year. She says her pleas to the health minister have gone unnoticed.
I have made hundreds of requests to talk to Mr. Dix. He does not return any phone calls or emails or Facebook messages.
A former Kelowna woman has been charged for her part in 2 alleged fundraising scams. Krista Lynn Williams allegedly set up the campaigns to raise money for her cancer treatment. Police have since discovered she's not been diagnosed with cancer. A raffle offering fraudulent flights on WestJet raised about $10,000, while a GoFundMe campaign raised nearly $7,000. City of Penticton will be supporting the deployment of 30 drop boxes for drug syringes in public washrooms and spaces around the city. City Council has asked staff to look for suitable locations. Park washrooms, the Creekside Trail, and the SS Sycamoose Gazebo were among those suggested. The average Kelowna homeowner paid $207,000 more for their home than it technically is worth, thanks to zoning regulations, development cost charges, and other policies dramatically pushing up the cost of construction. That, according to a new report from the C.D. Howe Institute. In most cities, the difference between the building construction cost per square foot and the market price per square foot is close to zero, but not in our city. With the coming legalization of cannabis, producers are increasingly looking for quick and accurate means of determining the potency and quality of their products. Researchers at UBC Okanagan say they have developed a test which will reduce the time to test cannabis quality from 20 minutes to 7, saving producers both time and money. As Okanagan Lake continues to rise, more structures fastened to the shoreline will begin giving way. Last year, hundreds of docks were either destroyed or just floated away. One sailor noticed a dock floating in the middle of the lake just north of the Toko Mill on Monday. And imagine the surprise when waitress Michelle Bozeman found a customer had left her a $3,000 tip for a $44 meal. Bozeman works at the Ramblin' Jack's Ribeye restaurant south of Olympia, Washington. The note accompanying the exorbitant tip says, "Thanks for smiling. You work hard, and the country is in a bad place. Please do something good for another human being." She shared some of her money with her co-workers and plans to spoil her family and travel to Ireland. Okanagan weather, some rain in the forecast for the valley tomorrow, possibly Thursday as well. Cloudy on Friday. Highs all 3 days expected to reach 30 degrees. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, a mom waiting 29 years for answers. And Kelowna needs more boat launches. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.